Okay, here we are on Lichess. This is my first live stream here on YouTube, and so it might be a little different than my usual videos. I'm going to be playing a rapid arena on Lichess, 10-minute time control with no increment. And if you've ever played these rapid arenas, start in a minute, play as many games as you can. You get bonus points for winning for win streaks. And so we're going to play. It's, I believe, 2 hours long. I'm not sure if I'll be streaming the full 2 hours, but I guess I'm looking forward to trying this out. I would say if feel free to ask me questions about the moves I've made, but I think there's a little bit of a delay. Not 100% sure. So don't ask. You might, please don't suggest any moves. I do want to try to play live and try to do my best that way. So I'm going to turn the sound off on. I'm going to turn the sound off on the computer, and so you'll just be hearing my voice as I play. So here we are. I'm going to take it out of Zen mode, and yeah, it's a 2.5 hour arena. So let's see how we do here. Playing against someone rated around the same amount. I'm rated 2066, and he's rated 2071. Now, I will be checking comments, so feel free to ask questions, and I will try to respond. So let's get started here. Already, my opponent plays h3, which is a little bit different, and I think I can just go ahead and play e6. Go into okay. So early bishop g5. This can transpose into a lot of things, and here I'm going to play c6, just keeping things a little flexible. Nothing really attacking me yet. Basically, I want to see if I could save this and not have to play bishop to e7 here. Okay, I'm going to play knight b to d7. So now I'm not really out of my theory, but I want to see if I can just try to play some solid chess here. Now that this knight is protected, I'm going to go ahead and attack this pawn here. And then if he plays b6 to try to protect it, that will create some weaknesses that maybe we can exploit. Okay, so queen to c1. Already a little bit of a concession, I think. And not a horrible move, though. Let's, here. I think I can play, I'm going to play bishop to d6. And now he can incur a pawn weakness if he has to retreat this, or otherwise this bishop will just be in an awkward position. So let's see here. I think I can castle. Now the only problem I have now is how to develop my light square bishop. So we will figure out think about how we can do that. Hey, Frank. So this, if you're watching this later after the live stream, it might be a little different because it will might be a little different because it won't be. I'll be interacting a little more with people. So I'm gonna try my best. Again, like I said, this is my first actual live stream. If you watch my videos, you know I'm doing that for a little while. But here, c4. Of course, threatening this, and I think question is here: should I play something like b6? to stop c5. I actually don't think so, because I think, well, I think I do. If he does exchange, we're going to end up exchanging queens, but I think that's okay. But what this does is now I can play bishop to b7, improving that piece. So here, I'm not quite sure. I think he is pushing to do that. I think I'm going to go ahead and attack his bishop and force it to retreat. Mio Mio, can you give me the best training plan? I'd like to spend 2 to 3 hours per day. I have an ELO around 1600. Well, I don't know if there's a single best training plan, but you want to make sure that you are doing a mix of, I think, three different things. Well, four, I guess. One would be playing against strong opposition and in not necessarily blitz. And the next would be um, analyzing those games. And then the third piece would be doing tactical and calculation problems. And then finally, make sure that you're studying master games. So that would be sort of a four-part general plan for, you could spend maybe an hour and a half of your time, maybe get a couple rapid games in or one longer game in. You want to do um, competitive games and um, maybe spend half an hour on tactics, half an hour analyzing the games you played that day, and half an hour studying a master game or two. So that would be that's very general. I mean, you can mix it up. If you look on my videos, you can see some other training ideas that I have. But getting back to this game, it's got this knight on this outpost. I don't know if I want to challenge it quite yet. I kind of want to deal with these pawns here on the queen side, and I do not want to capture here because that would um, that would allow him to just lock up the pawn structure. Now, one thing I can do is maybe problem is he's thinking of taking here as well. So actually, you know what? Locking this up might not be a bad idea since it is. Normally, I wouldn't do that, but the reason why is because he would create a weakness here. Then it would be very hard because now he just has one piece that can attack it, maybe two, and it's easily defended. Okay, I'm going to play a4 here, and my idea is to get this pawn here, so kind of keep that queen out, get some space. Okay. And my next move, actually, what I want to do next is trade off these rooks, I think. I'm sorry, not the rooks, but trade off the bishop. Okay. Interesting. He wants to. He's going for this attack here, which is okay. Um, let's see here. I have to trade. Let's trade bishops first. And then that deflects that knight. He had to take with the knight. If he took with the queen, I could take here. So now I can go ahead and attack. And here, here I can force a trade of rooks. Okay. Oh, hi, Daniel. Um, kind of the playing screen on Lichess is a different window here. So I'm just checking back every once in a while. Okay, so a trade of rooks here should be fine for me, and hopefully it will give me the B file. Okay, so far so good. Now I would think with this dark square bishop I might have some chances. What I need to do though is sort of break this up a little bit. So this makes a lot of sense. Trading queens here and giving me the queenside majority. And here, though, I need to make sure that he's not going to be able to promote this pawn. Okay, he's attacking this pawn here, and think just attack it. Okay, so here he's looking to push this pawn there, push this pawn, and I think I can push this pawn to try to break this up here. Alternatively, I can attack this knight. That'd also be a good idea. In fact, I think I'm going to do that. So if he pushes, I'm just going to take this knight. So right now, material is even. He's got this passed pawn, but I've got this queenside majority here. So I want to prevent him from advancing it. Now, with this bishop in this position, I think things are looking better. Now, what I need to do, I think, is bring my king into the game or activate my knight a different way. Let's see here. Thinking I want to play f6 to prevent this knight from coming in here. I don't mind if he pushes here. Okay, now he's looking to enter with the knight there. See, the knight over here attacks the bishop. So I think I need to stop that. I can play my knight over here. Yeah, Frank, pawn breaks are good. I had to, in this particular game, I had to give up that B pawn break because of the weakness I had on c6 that he was trying to attack. But actually here I think I'm okay. It's kind of a passive position. It's not really a fun position. I wish I had more time. But I am going to have to... I think I can move my king over into a better spot here. And maybe try to contest his knight. If I bring my king over here and contest the knight here. But then I have to be careful of this capture here with the check. Okay, brings his king in. And let's go ahead and do that. I am kind of inviting him to get this check in, and that is fine in this situation. The other idea I have is to maybe attack this knight. Yeah, it's not a great position. I probably could have improved somewhere along the way. Now I could just, for example, take here, and this one is hanging, but then I get an extra pawn. So I'll have 3 versus 1 on this side. Also, I think... Actually, I think he loses a knight. I think I can just take here on... He doesn't lose a knight. I can trade... Okay, so he's doing that. Okay, that's actually fine. I can move my king here. Well, I guess I could have taken it with them, too. This is the problem with Blitz, or with this rapid game. So, Chris, you mentioned the distortion from the audio. Is it that... Yeah, again, this is my first time doing this, so I might have to adjust it afterwards, but... yeah, we'll have to take a look at that. Okay, not really happy with this position now. I'm going to pass. I'm just going to move here. Well, actually... Can I do this? Offer a trade of knights? Or trade of minor pieces? Yeah, is anyone else having trouble with the audio? I'm going to be playing kind of quickly here, so my ability to respond here might be limited afterwards. But let's see here. I'm going to take here. Take there. Okay, now I think I'm going to be a pawn up. Let's see here. Let me calculate this out. I think if I push this, I can promote. So I made a mistake there, but I think I can blitz this out and win this game. Okay, my opponent resigned. So we're going to go back to the tournament. Actually, before we do that, let me see. Is it sort of intermittent? The you know what? Too there's some rainstorms here in my area, so it could be that there were some power outages. So there could be some issues with the local internet as well. So But let's get back to well. Anyways, I'm getting back to the tournament here, and so I'll see find out who my next opponent is. Um, let's see here. Oh, audio stream rates. Let's see. Let me see if I can. It's suggesting I switch the audio bitrate, but I'm not quite sure how to do that. Okay, let me get my next game started here. Okay, E4. And I really appreciate you guys sticking around. I will try to work on the audio quality for the next time I do this. A lot of things that I'm going to be working on with this, so hopefully that will help things. But let me see if there's any ways to. The audio seems to be from. Let me see if I could set that, work on that here in my. I'm going to work on one of my ratings here. Yeah, I don't really, I can't do it on the fly. I have to admit, I'm not an expert on the audio. Okay, D6 is played here, and normally knight to F6 is. So I'm going to go ahead and play D4 since I have time with the threat of playing D5. Okay, he's going to take. I'll take here, and he's going to play bishop to D7. And I'm going to play knight to C3. Okay, knight to F6 is played. And here I think I can just castle. Trying to see if there's any tactics here that I should be aware of. I don't think so. I think I'm just going to play rook to E1. So pretty standard here. I think I'm going to just switch, play bishop to B3 and kind of switch over to this diagonal. Oh. Hopefully I didn't lose you guys. I put something weird here. Okay, B5 is played. Looking to press here. Actually, this is interesting too. I'm going to play knight to D5. And the idea is if he takes, I take back with the bishop, and now this knight is pinned this way. Okay. Very interesting. He's playing knight to D4. And I think I'm just winning a piece. Well, actually, not winning a piece, but just trading pieces. So now I have the two bishops. Oh, okay, and so I did make a little bit of a mistake here that I think I'm going to be losing a piece. So let's see here. Well, let's go ahead and play queen to D3. And at least I'm going to get 2 pawns for the piece. Okay, Chris, I got your message. I'll have to look at that. Like I said, it's not super technical with these things. So let me see if there's um, let me just see if there's any types of settings that I can do here to the mic. Let's see here. I'm not sure. I'll have to consult it or look it up sometime afterwards. I really apologize about the audio quality. I know it's not. I know it's important, but again, it's just difficult to do on the fly while I'm trying to play a game. Also, okay. In fact, this particular game. You know what I might do is right after this game, try to. Yeah, it's probably on my end. I didn't do too much tweaking of the settings. I kind of kept it at the usual settings I have when I'm recording, but I think that there's probably some different issues there. Okay, right now I'm down a piece for 2 pawns, but I've got these 2 healthy pawns, and I'm going to try to make the most of it. Okay, my opponent is looking to try to win this piece here, but I'm just going to reinforce it with. Oh well, actually, I think what I'll do is actually pin this knight first. The reason why is if I play f3 first, then he can play d5 maybe. Okay, and now I think I can play my bishop back. And part of the idea here was to clear the back rank so that my rook can get in there. So yeah, right after this game, I'm gonna tinker around a little bit, see what I can do. Okay. So he's basically trading pawns here. Hmm. Yeah, this game isn't looking quite as good here, but it's not over yet. I'm going to try to fight back a little bit. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if there's any reason if I can take this with the rook, but after queen to d5, the retreat. There's no. Actually, I can't do it anyway. I think I need to just retreat my queen. Let's just retreat our queen here. I think I might just resign this and move on to the next one because I'm down a couple pawns, and really I'm not sure if I have much left in the way of counterplay. So I'm just going to resign this one, and let me see if I can look at the audio issues here. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. And Chris and Frank, if you guys are still there, I'm hoping that you guys will come back in a few minutes after I have this sorted out. Okay, talk to you soon.